Horror anime has never been one of my go-to when I'm looking for a new show to watch, but I was pleasantly surprised with Mieruko-chan's ability to make you feel the fear the characters are feeling. What's up everyone, this is Checkers and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Mieruko-chan. It starts with Miko. She's a high school girl like any other. She sits in the back of the classroom, not being the most social student. Kinda reminds me of my high school days, but she does have a friend named Hana that's always with her, and Hana is almost the complete opposite from Miko. She's a very outgoing, quirky character that complements Miko's way of being. So at first you may think the anime is very slice of life like, and it kind of is, but that's until you see the horrifying monsters Miko is plagued by. Some will say she has a curse or a gift, it just really depends, and this is really where the meat of the anime is. She's having a nice day in high school when she notices someone standing behind her, breathing down her neck, only to turn around and a big ass, pretty detailed ghost slash spirit is behind her trying to get her attention, asking if she can see him, which is fucking creepy as fuck to begin with. Which brings me to my next point on why I think I enjoyed the anime so much. I'm a big fan on the art of the whole show. It's what helps set the mood and really drives fear into your heart and gives you a feel what Miko is feeling, and it also helps portray the scenes better overall. The designs of the ghosts Miko comes across have these real dark, deep pencil style drawings to them, and the fear you see in her eyes when she sees these ghosts is pretty realistic with how I think anyone would react to being in her situation, because these motherfuckers are creepy as fuck. I can't even stress that enough. They are scary. They will make most people piss themselves with the amount of detail that is put into their character design. The ghosts seem to be suffering, hoping to be noticed by someone also, as they roam the streets, back alleys, bathrooms, and really everywhere. Can't even take a shower without these fuckers popping up. So Miko tries her best to ignore them by just acting like they don't even exist and just trying to hype herself up in her head like they'll go away eventually, everything will be okay, thinking to herself, you know, if I don't notice them, maybe they won't notice me. Which I have to give it to her, with the way these things look, I'd probably fucking pass out if I ever saw even 10% of what she has to see. But nonetheless, she gets through it every time. And from the looks of it, she doesn't seem to have been seeing ghosts for that long either. So it's not like she was born this way, it seems to have just started in high school, which is honestly even worse. Just one day to start seeing things no one else can see would trip anybody out. And then there's her really wanting to tell Hana, her best friend, what's happening, but she's afraid to be looked at like she's crazy. And I mean, that's pretty understandable. Who wouldn't think she's a bit fucking whacked out? So as the story progresses, we are seeing how she copes and goes through these hard moments, and she does cry a lot, like half the time, unsurprisingly. With the amount of different monsters that are shown, she's never able to take a break. It's always something new and worse every time. So anyways, as the show goes on, more is revealed that Miko is not only able to see these scary ass looking ghosts, she can also see more angelic type spirits, I guess you could say. And the first moment where this is revealed is in one scene where she finds a cat with her friend Hana and tries to find the owner through posting the cat online. And a little bit after that, two characters show up in the park where they're chilling at, Hana and Miko. One of the guys is a bald headed and tatted up guy, has his whole arms tatted up, face has scars, so he's definitely someone that you would think,
yeah, this dude is violent and probably works for the yakuza that sells drugs and probably isn't the best for the cat.
So instantly Hana is scared because he makes it even worse because he just keeps staring at them with a blank stare. He doesn't even say anything to them. I have no idea why he doesn't just talk. Would be a lot less creepy on his part. So now the second character that shows up wanting to get the cat looks like the complete opposite. He's clean dressed, no scars, no tattoo, looks, you know, the stereotypical trustworthy person. He's there to adopt a cat. But Miko, the one that see ghosts, instantly notices he is haunted by a bunch of spirits that look like cats, and they seem to be suffering and crying out. So instantly she is horrified and does not trust the well-mannered character at all and denies him the cat. And the dude's kind of like, what the fuck, why? But then she instantly just walks away and hands over the cat to the tatted guy, and the tatted guy takes the cat, and that's when you realize he was never staring at Hana or Miko but at that cat. Once he's holding it, he is looking incredibly content with life. A loving aura for the cat shown. He's like glowing. It's like a little scene of them both, very, you know, sweet scene. Then you see two gold cat spirits on his shoulders, I'm guessing signifying his love for cats. Truly the opposite from the usual creepy monster Miko usually sees. So that was a nice break from all the nightmare fuel. This scene will later have a double meaning to it, and I liked how they did it. Truly had a nice lesson to be learned, but I'll let you figure it out. You watch the show yourself. I don't want to give that spoiler. That's just one part I enjoyed. There are many scenes like this in the show where it not only shows ghosts haunting people, but also more elegant looking spirits, some of which are sad and a bit of a mindfuck also, because there are some scary monsters that are not necessarily bad per se, but almost look like lost souls. I guess like the ones that left behind regrets or strong emotions they couldn't let go of, and because of that they are forced to roam the world as ghosts, and over time start to degrade almost and look like they're fucking melting like zombies. So who knows if they started out looking normal or if they were bad people and now are monsters in the afterlife. It also throws you in for another loop where sometimes even the more holy or helpful spirits look scary themselves, like they can fucking kill you, and it makes you question if they are good spirits to begin with just because they don't look like the typical bad ones. It's a real back and forth with this show. They didn't stick to the usual scary looking equals bad or pretty looking meaning good, so that was a nice touch. It wasn't too, you know, basic and stereotypical. There's also a pretty good balance of slight comedy, horror, supernatural that I think you, the viewer, will enjoy. This show is available almost everywhere. Right now season 1 is out. It's pretty short also, coming in at only 12 episodes, so it's a pretty easy binge watch, and it has a rating of about 7.5, which I think is pretty fair. I would give it about the same rating. It's not overly good, but it's not bad either. It's a good watch. Season 2 has not been announced as far as I know, but I do think there's enough material for it. I'm not too sure. Either way, I highly recommend it. And just for the cherry on top, the studio that made it is Studio Passionate, the very same studio that animated the one and only Ishizuku Reviewers. And if you don't know what that is, it's probably better you don't. It's one of those animes you can't really watch in front of people without them thinking you're crazy or weird. But that's for another video. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Peace.